Hi, Michael Shuster here, Forest Hill Real Estate. I'm always asked, what's the difference between a real estate divorce specialist and a general realtor? I'm also often asked, can't any realtor sell my house if I'm getting a divorce? In fact, even realtors who aren't specifically trained as real estate divorce specialists often don't know the answer to that question because, well, they don't have the specialized knowledge. Selecting the right realtor and one who's a real estate divorce specialist is more important than any other professional that you're going to hire through your divorce. Now, if you think about it, your lawyer, your divorce coach, your financial expert, your therapist, any professionals you hire all work for you and you alone, not you and your spouse. When you hire a realtor to sell your matrimonial home, the realtor is the only professional who works for both of you at the same time, not just one of you. Now, a divorce real estate specialist doesn't only have to have training and experience and be successful in real estate like other realtors. They also have training and experience in strategic negotiations, human behavior and psychology that often play into a divorce, and additional training on the laws that apply to real estate and the many obstacles that can arise when selling a matrimonial home in a divorce. And of course, unwavering integrity. There are many differences in selling a matrimonial home in divorce from a typical real estate sale. Now, here are just 12 of the many differences that a divorce real estate specialist must be skilled at and why a divorce real estate specialist is so important if you're selling your matrimonial home in a divorce. Number one, there are differences in how I market your property to potential buyers in such a way as to not divulge the fact that you're getting divorced. We don't want potential buyers knowing that, or they might give lowball offers. There are differences, this is number two, there are differences in how we stage your property, not just to make it look great and look pretty and sell for top dollar, but again, staged in such a way as to not divulge or give away the fact that you're getting divorced so that buyers don't know. Number three, legal knowledge as it pertains to real estate and selling a matrimonial home in a divorce. From understanding the different signatures that are required and documents that are required to understanding legal implications like things like right of possession or responding to and obtaining specific types of court orders in order to help with the sale of the home if one spouse isn't cooperative. Number four, different instructions. I give my staff and my team a whole different set of instructions and different guidelines that they have to follow for divorce sales and the unique circumstances that come with divorce sales. Number five, there are differences in negotiating strategies. For example, what would a general realtor say when a buyer or a buyer's agent asks, why are you selling? Your realtor can't admit it's a divorce or you open yourself up to lowball offers. As a certified negotiator, I know how to deal with those questions and how to answer them so as to not give away your motivation. I also know how to respond to uncover buyer motivation, which helps me negotiate a higher sale price from the buyers for you. Number six, document backups and more detailed, or in fact I should say meticulous note-taking that might be used in court for your divorce proceedings in some situations. I've often had to sign affidavits or testify in court or provide a detailed account of things that occurred during my dealings with one or both spouses during the time that I was helping them sell the matrimonial home. And if the realtor you hire isn't trained on what is important to keep meticulous notes on and how to keep those notes organized in case they're needed by lawyers or the courts or social workers or parenting coordinators or family practitioners, it can be very detrimental. Number seven, dealing with a variety of possible court orders which might exist and apply to the sale of the home. After many years and countless transactions where I've worked hand in hand with family law lawyers, I've had to learn so much to help my clients that realtors who don't specialize simply wouldn't have had the opportunity to learn this knowledge. The result could be costly mistakes or even your sale falling apart at the last minute, which unfortunately happens more often than you actually hear about. Number eight, different protocols for sale signs on your lawn or postcard marketing in your area or no open houses or lock boxes on your door. Often people think it's just a typical real estate sale, but they don't realize how these different things that I just mentioned can affect your emotions when you're going through this trying time, especially if you have children. How is it when a child comes home and sees the for sale sign on the lawn, or the lockbox on the door, or postcards in the mail? All these things can affect the children in a negative way. And as a real estate divorce specialist, I need to know how to effectively market and sell your home without these types of triggers that can affect the children. Number 9, sometimes a client wants me to be present for all showings in the home, not just let the buyer's agents bring the buyers in and I just sit back and wait for an offer. Number 10, the most recent increasing specialty is knowing how to deal with spouses or soon-to-be ex that have personality disorders like narcissistic personality disorder, who try to sabotage the sale of the home. It's happening more and more often, where when a couple will hire a realtor, one of the spouses really has no intention of cooperating with the sale. In fact, if they do have characteristics of narcissistic personality disorder, I've had several clients actually where we've listed the house, and then when one spouse interferes with showings or interferes with the sale or interferes with buyers, things can arise, and you need to know how to deal with that. And if you want to know why a spouse might try to sabotage the sale, just ask me and I'm happy to elaborate on this for you. It's too much content for this video, but I'm happy to answer it in an email or a phone call if you'd like to know. Number 11, maintaining equal and fair communication with both spouses, even though they might not live together anymore, and or in cases where one might be more difficult to deal with than the other. My previous point leads very nicely into number 12, which is knowing how to avoid temptation to choose sides and, more importantly, remain unbiased to both spouses from start to finish. This is something that real estate divorce specialists are trained in and skilled at that general realtors often aren't aware can happen. So if you have questions about the many unique aspects of selling a matrimonial home in a divorce, or how it's different than an ordinary sale of a home, just send me an email anytime with any questions you might have. Mike at TheREguy.ca. It's always strictly confidential, and there's never any pressure or obligation. I just like to help. Thanks for watching.